gentleman.
I know, but I'm not talking to him, I'm asking you.
Okay, matters of public interest, people interested in the upkeep of the building, where their taxpayer money is being spent, stuff like that. So have you got to be reasonable suspicion that I'm a terrorist?
Section 43.
Right, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright then, go on then, get on with it. Alright, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist?
The fact that you're recording outside the police station.
Oh, I hear that, I hear that. No, you can.
Yeah.
So what were you expecting to find on me?
I don't know what I was expecting to find on you.
So what were the grounds for the search? Filming isn't enough grounds for the search,
As I said to you,
Section 43 again. Do you know why it was introduced? Do you know why it was introduced?
A power to search
Why was
someone who
Section
they
43
reasonably
introduced?
suspect to be a terrorist. Reasonably
What
suspect
do you
is a 2 out of 10 on the register.
2 out of 10.
Welcome back to Audit Lens, where we expose misconduct and hold public officials accountable. Today's footage comes from Coley Burks, so support the original creator below. An auditor peacefully films outside a police station before officers escalate the situation into a terrorism-related stop, raising serious questions about accountability, lawful filming, and police conduct.
Just matters of public interest.
Well, if it's a public interest, you should let the police know.
Should I?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because the police protect the public.
Okay, well the public interest is how people's tax money is being spent, upkeep of the building, interactions with police constables. Who are you?
Who are you first?
I don't have to identify myself, but you're the one asking questions.
Well, no, you're filming me as I'm going into my place of work. You can imagine if I was filming you when you were going into work, you'd want to know why I was doing
Well,
it.
if you were doing it from public, I couldn't really have an objection.
No, you would. It'd be an invasion of your privacy.
No, because I can film anything I can see from public. If you're in public, you haven't got any privacy.
The officer compares filming a police station to filming someone at their workplace, but the auditor quickly explains the key difference. Recording from a public place is lawful, regardless of the subject. Police officers are public servants exercising public authority from public buildings, making them accountable to the public in ways private employees simply are not.
No, because I can film anything I can see from public. If you're in public, you haven't got any privacy.
Right, okay. So, you're filming people at the police station for the public's benefit?
Yes.
And what are you going to do with these videos?
I don't know, just use it for my own recreation.
Okay, fantastic. Alright, well you carry on as you are.
Good. So, who are you?
I don't need to identify myself.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Just a jogger. Excuse me?
What are you doing?
I'm just filming.
Why?
Matters of public interest.
Huh?
Matters of public interest.
Alright.
Just people interested in, you know, the upkeep of the building, how their taxes being spent. So who are you? Are you?
Do you understand that filming
police
outside of a
constable?
police station looks a little bit suspicious?
What are you suspicious of?
Well, why are you filming
Would you
outside the
identify
police
yourself? You're just the guy that
I don't need to
in random
identify
dress.
myself to you.
Well, I don't even know who you are, mate. Could you identify yourself, please? Fair enough, if you're a member of the public and you're curious, then I'll tell you, but if you've got a bit of authority or something, then I think you should identify yourself.
Alright mate, there's a guy filming outside the station. No, some bloke walking down.
You just come from the gym or something?
No.
Sorry, who are you?
Right, I'll tell you who I am. My name's PC Allen, I work here at
Okay, thank you, Mr. Allen.
Right.
I'm not here for an argument or to antagonise
Yeah, but
anyone.
I don't really understand why you're filming outside the station.
I've explained matters of public interest. People are interested in how their tax money is being spent.
After repeated requests, the auditor finally receives the officer's identification, PC Allen. The delay is what stands out. When officers question someone or exercise police powers, providing clear identification should be routine, not resisted. Public accountability depends on transparency, and citizens have every right to know exactly who is acting under official authority.
Keep of the building,
Right.
interactions with police
From my
officers.
perspective, right?
Yeah.
Terrorist risk at the moment is substantial.
Okay.
It's quite strange that as a member of the public, you're stood outside the police station filming. Yeah.
So what are you implying? Do you
So
think
what
I'm a terrorist?
exactly are you filming?
I've explained it, sir.
Right.
So the terrorist risk is substantial, is it? When was the last time a police station was attacked by a terrorist?
Luckily, not recently.
Well, do you actually know when was the last time?
No.
The officer raises terrorism concerns without pointing to any specific facts. When the auditor asks for an example of a police station targeted by terrorists, no clear answer is given. Using vague security fears to question lawful public filming without reasonable grounds risks undermining accountability and blurring the line between genuine policing and unnecessary suspicion.
It's a bit of a strong word to be using.
Alright guys.
You alright, mate?
Hello, good morning.
Morning,
I'm well,
how are
yourself?
you?
Can you not surround me, please?
Okay, what's going on?
I'm just filming.
For why?
Matters of public interest.
Go on, what are the public interests?
I've already explained it to...
Okay, well you can explain it to me.
What would you like to explain to us?
Do you want to explain to me?
I've already explained it to this gentleman.
I know, but I'm not talking to him, I'm asking you.
Okay, matters of public interest, people interested in the upkeep of the building, where their taxpayer money is being spent, stuff like that.
Okay.
Is that all good? I don't need to give my name.
That's true.
Would you mind giving your name?
I can if there's a policing purpose for it. But
Well, yeah, do you not have to identify yourself, sir?
Yes, I was a police officer.
Well, I don't know if you're a police officer, to be
Yes,
fair.
oh,
Well, if you're asking me questions, you might have some...
it's just weird that you're recording outside a police station at this time of day with nobody.
I've explained, man. Would you mind identifying yourself? Section 43, yeah? So have you got to be reasonable suspicion that I'm a terrorist?
Section 43.
Right, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright then, go on then, get on with
You're
it.
going to be searched from section 43.
Alright, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist?
The fact that you're recording outside a police station.
Oh, I hear that,
I'm
I
gonna
hear that, I
search
hear that.
you.
No, you can.
The officers rely on Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, which requires reasonable suspicion of terrorist involvement. Yet their main justification appears to be the auditor filming a police station from a public place. Lawful recording alone does not automatically create suspicion, making the use of terrorism powers in these circumstances highly questionable.
It's just a bit weird that you're searching that. You're standing outside
What
a police
suspicion?
Pass this, take this off as well.
Can I just leave it there, mate?
Yeah, put it on the floor.
Yeah?
Take this off as well.
Section 43, what reasonable grounds have you got that I'm a terrorist?
Alright, you're doing something.
What are you expecting to find? What are you expecting to find?
We're not sure yet.
Police station is obviously a high risk
you're
of
expecting to
terrorist
find?
threat, and that is why we decided to search you today. Alright?
High risk of terrorist threat, what? What does that mean? What have I done that's suspicious?
As I've said, you're filming outside of a
I've
police
explained
station.
why I'm recording, sir.
You've not given a good reason for why you're doing so.
I've said matters of public interest, the upkeep of the building, how people...
No, you could do a freedom of information request if you really felt that way.
Freedom of information request what? What am I requesting? None of you got body worn camera on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, thank you. So what were you expecting to find on me, sir? You mind if I grab the phone, yeah?
Yeah, I'm actually.
Alright, so what are you expecting to find on me? What are the grounds for the search? Do you mind answering the
How
question?
many times have you been filming outside of the police
I'm
station?
not going to answer that question. So what were you expecting to find on me?
I don't know what I was expecting to find on
So
you.
what were the
That's why I
grounds for the
searched
search?
you.
Filming isn't enough grounds for
As
the
I
search,
said
is
to
it?
you,
Section 43 again. Do you know
Section
why it was
43
introduced? Do you
gives
know
the
why it was
police officer
introduced?
a power to search
Why was
someone who
Section
they
43
reasonably
introduced?
suspect to be a terrorist. Reasonably
What
suspect
do you
is a 2 out of 10
Okay.
on the register.
2 out of 10.
The auditor reminds the officers that Section 44 was abolished because it allowed photographers to be stopped without proper suspicion. Section 43 was introduced with a higher legal threshold, requiring genuine, reasonable suspicion of terrorism. Yet the officers appear to rely solely on lawful filming from a public place, raising concerns that the same flawed approach continues despite the change in the law.
So what do you reasonably suspect of me being a terrorist?
Because you're filming outside
this
of a
how-
police
is this how you
station,
detain a terrorist?
Police stations are obviously
Why have you not put me
a
in cuffs
high
then? Why have you
value
not put me in cuffs? I
target
would
for
hope that-
terrorists. So from our perspective,
buddy.
we're wondering why you're stood out here filming, doing something which we would
I've
consider
explained,
hostile
sir.
reconnaissance.
It's not hostile
alright?
reconnaissance. Someone doing hostile
It
reconnaissance
could
would
be,
do it covertly.
and that's why we suspect and why we need to search you.
Hostile reconnaissance would be done covertly.
It doesn't have to be.
Take that back.
It doesn't have to be, but... So why was Section 43 introduced in the first place?
See, that's the thing. A lot of people got nothing to do. I'll eat my breakfast.
So what have you got to do? Unlawful searches? Is that what you do, yeah?
Have you got nothing to do with your life?
I've got nothing to do with my life. Nah, COVID's got us doing stuff like this. What do you do with your life? Just unlawfully search and detain people? You know I can sue you.
Okay.
You know I
then.
can sue you.
Okay then.
You haven't said what you're expecting to find. You didn't have reasonable suspicion. APCO 2010 says filming isn't reasonable suspicion. On the Met Police website it says that filming isn't. Why was Section 43 repelled?
Right now,
Human
you're stood outside of a police station.
European Court of Human Rights, yeah, repelled Section 44 of the Terrorism Act in 2010. For what reason? And now you're just using Section 43.
Okay.
So this is what we do now, yeah? We done now, yeah? Alright, I'm gonna keep filming. I'm gonna
You're
keep
gonna
filming.
get moved on
What?
by other
What?
officers.
Alright, cool.
You know
I'm gonna
that?
keep filming. What?
You've got nothing to do with your life.
I've got nothing to do, yeah.
Alright, you're gonna
What have you got to do? Unlawful detentions and that.
Yeah, just leave him. We'll crim it in and put it on. Have you circulated the fact that he's being weird?
Yeah, we already know you.
Right, sweet.
Alright, you're dismissed, yeah?
Dismissed.
Yeah, you're dismissed, yeah.
The search finds nothing, as expected, and the tone of the encounter changes immediately. With no evidence to support the detention, the auditor confidently brings the interaction to a close. After being stopped on questionable grounds, he remains calm but firm. The shift highlights how quickly authority can lose its footing when the facts fail to justify the use of police powers.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, and why is that?
Matters of public interest.
And what is that?
The upkeep of the building, how tax money's being spent,
Right,
interactions with police constables.
okay.
I like your scooter.
Thank you. But what's the purpose of the
In the politest way possible, I've literally just explained it.
No, I know you have, but
Thank you.
I don't understand what it is that you're...
So I'll repeat it if you want.
No, you can, yeah.
So matters of public interest
But it's kind of
pertaining
like-
to the upkeep of the building,
It's a bit-
interactions with police constables,
Okay.
and how people's tax money is being spent.
Okay. And what's the purpose? What is
The
that on behalf
purpose
of?
is to promote that photography isn't a crime.
No, it's not. No,
So
it's not. It's-
technically that's the purpose.
But of course, we have a
technically
duty
speaking.
as officers to
Absolutely.
if we see people filming outside.
Definitely,
the
and your
police
approach has been, pretty good. Your demeanour is decent.
station, you know, like so. But I mean, you're not. So it's not. There's no nefarious.
No, it's not reconnaissance, or there's no hostility involved or anything like that.
Okay.
Could I ask you to identify yourself, just
Yeah.
for the sake of obviously it's a requirement to do so, but I feel like you've been quite positive,
Well,
so
yeah.
I'll shed light on the good and the bad. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
my name.
Can you identify yourself?
Yeah, Constable Blair.
Constable Blair, and your number?
Sorry.
And your number, Mr. Blair?
5455 Sierra Oscar.
5455 Sierra
Right.
Oscar. All right, Mr. Blair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As the encounter comes to a close, another officer arrives and the contrast is immediate. His calm, respectful approach changes the entire atmosphere without any need for confrontation. Nothing about the situation has changed. It is still the same auditor, the same police station, and the same lawful filming from a public place. The difference is simply the officer's attitude. He listens, communicates professionally, provides his identification, and treats the auditor with respect instead of suspicion. That alone shows how effective proper policing can be. By comparison, the earlier officers relied on weak grounds, refused simple transparency, and escalated the situation by invoking terrorism powers without clearly demonstrating reasonable suspicion. This encounter proves that professionalism and accountability are always a choice. Credit goes to Coley Burks for the original footage. Please support the original creator through the link below. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe to Audit Lens for more police accountability videos. Stay informed, know your rights, and I'll see you in the next one.